4:30, I need to drive to work. I had 3 jobs, barbering and influencing. Couldn't travel, I had not much free time. After 2 years, I said to myself, okay, this is something that I don't want anymore. I wanted something for myself, I was sure that the money was recurring every month. Started to check YouTube. Then I came across to a podcast of someone that did e-commerce, and that really interested me. So I threw myself immediately into the deep.
What did you quit?
The harbor, so my main job. Tested my first product, fashion, and I immediately saw sales. After that, 30K months, 50K months, and then 100, 120, 130, and so on.
Really?
I said to myself, fuck, I want to be a millionaire with this. I just wanted more, always, since I was a child. I need to make my mother proud, I need to make my family proud. Myself, I need to follow my dreams.
What would you say to beginners that are maybe now at zero, struggling a bit to go to like this 100K month? Like,
one thing that I just give as advice is focused on it.
And hold on for a second. I want to tell you exactly why we make these interviews. Not to show off cars, numbers, or lifestyle. To remind you that the same people who you are watching were once in the exact position that you are in right now. They didn't start out special, just made a decision to take action. And then learned a system that actually works. So if you are serious about changing your situation, I've put together a free video that walks you through the exact same system. From the mindset shifts, from the structures, to the exact steps needed for you to scale. So simply scan the QR code or click the link in the description down below. I want to see you in my next interview. Now let's get back to the video.
yes guys, welcome to another sick interview here at the Millionaire Commerce channel. So this one is gonna be special. I'm sitting here with my guy Gianni. So I really want to dive into his story because he has been able to grow a lot, materialize very sick results for himself and his business. So yeah, before we start, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel. With that said, Gianni, how are you doing, bro?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Samuel.
Right now, you're of course, sitting here in Amsterdam. I know you've been in Dubai for some time as well. How has life turned out now ever since you started with e-com? What has changed for you?
A lot has changed, to be honest, because what I did before e-com, I was just working at the harbor. And besides that, I was a barber as well. And I also had like an extra income because back in the days, I was an influencer as well. So, but the thing with these things was like, I always needed to make sure that I was at my job, you know. I couldn't travel. I had not much free time because the only thing I did was working. So after 2 years doing that, I said to myself, okay, this is something that I don't want anymore because the only thing I did was like physically heavily working, because you need to know, when I started working at the harbor, that was like 6 in the morning I needed to start. So 4:30 I needed to wake up. Then I drive to work to 1 p.m. in the noon. Then I went to the gym. After that, I immediately started cutting people's hairs until 9 or 10, sometimes 11 p.m. in the night. And then repeating that all the time. So after 2 years or 1.5 years doing that, I said to myself, okay, this is something.
Because how old were you at that time?
22, something like that. Yeah.
Because what I want to also know better is, because I think most people, they know you from also a bit on TV, right? With being influencer stuff. So can you talk a bit about that?
I was 22, I think, and I got a chance to go on that TV program.
How did that come about? You already wanted to go on TV, or?
Yeah. Since I was young, I was always looking to like TV programs like Geordie Shore and things like that, Temptation Island, and I always said to myself, okay, I want to do this once in my life. So it just came on my path. It just came on my path. But if I go back into that time, that was 2021 or something. Before that, something really terrible happened in my life. Like I lost my brother.
Really?
Yeah, I lost my brother in that year. That was the same year.
No way.
And that was like, that time was really frustrating.
So can you share what happened?
Yeah, sure. My brother did like So yeah, we found him as well on the 2nd of January. We found him, and yeah, then what then goes all in your mind, that's just crazy, you know. And in that time I also did nothing. The only thing I did was like working and partying on the weekends. So I didn't did anything with my life because I really wanted it, but I didn't have a clue what should I do or what can I do. And yeah, since that happened, bro, everything changed like in my mind, because you see your mother so broken, you see the family so broken. The most terrible thing you can see is that your mother is broken and that your family has so much pain. Me, myself also had so much pain from that. And
because you was close with your brother?
We grew up together.
Yeah.
Let's say it like that. So yeah, that was a moment in my life that everything turned for me, like that I said to myself, okay, I need to change. I need to make my mother proud. I need to make my family proud. Myself, I need to follow my dreams. And yeah, since that happened, that was in the same year from Love Island. Then I said to myself, like, okay, I need to do something. And then I decided to do a barber education as well for myself, because yeah, I really needed to do something besides my job, because I want to earn a lot of money, you know. And I got like a chance to join the program Love Island. So I was immediately thinking, okay, let's fucking do it. I'm gonna take my barber gear with me. I'm gonna cut the boys their hair on TV. And if I'm done with that program, if I'm doing good, then I gonna have some influencing tasks, you know. Then I got some collaborations. And I had really good collaborations, like with Boohoo Men, JD Sports, Fashion Nova, also with Icon. I had one. So yeah, that turned out in a good way. But for me, it was okay for a certain time. But the money you earn with it, like if you are not on a high level of influencing, it's very difficult. But that's
not big money. It's okay to here and there.
Yeah, to here and there, you know. So it was just okay to do normal things in life and to go like on good vacations. But yeah, I just wanted more. Always, since I was a child, I had like very big dreams, and I just didn't have any clue how. But doing the TV program Love Island literally changed also a part of my life, to be honest.
So in what way? And was it for the right way?
Yeah, for sure, the right way, because when I did Love Island, I also met a girlfriend there. So, and she was from the Netherlands.
Yeah.
So we had like, after that TV program, we had a relationship. So I went a lot to the Netherlands as well. So Belgium and the Netherlands are also so much different from each other. It's like the people.
Really? Yeah, I know. It's different.
It's different, bro. And
what's different?
Yeah, the how open people are, how they do. A lot more entrepreneurs, a lot more people that...
Dutch people, I think, are more serious.
Yeah, more serious. And yeah, that literally changed my life, because I saw like, okay, how people moving here is so different. Like where I come from, like in Ostend in Belgium, bro, nobody is talking about earning money online or doing something for themselves. Okay, they do, but most of the time they are just like, how can I say that? They have a food restaurant, or they
don't think big.
They have a construction company, things like that. But yeah, that's not something that I wanted, you know. So I was just like, I didn't have a clue what to do. But yeah, when that came on my path, so I had like three income. So the harbor, barbering, and influencing.
Yeah.
So that was, a little bit life-changing for me, because from 2 to 3K, earning 2 to 3K in a month from my just normal job, to earning like 5 to 8K in a month, and still living at home, you can save some money, you know, and you can do nice things.
Yeah.
So in that period, I could save a lot of money, like just a good amount of money. And yeah, I think I did that for like 1.5 years or 2 years or something. And then I was at my job and I said to myself, that's something that I really don't want to do anymore. Like waking up so early, heavily working, physically heavily working. And yeah, I was like, okay, I really need to do something else. And I want freedom, because that's the most important thing for me. Freedom, traveling, because I like to travel and to do whatever I want. So then I started to check YouTube, and I was checking podcasts of lotgenoten. And there I followed like some podcasts, first Forex, but that was nothing for me. And then I came across two podcasts of someone that did e-commerce, and that really interested me. So I checked one more podcast, and I immediately booked a call after that with the guy that was talking about his career as a dropshipper or e-commerce guy. And from there on, it all started with e-com.
And you directly was like, I'm gonna do this, or you were still a bit like
direct. They didn't have
world opened up.
Yeah, I immediately took the highest program as well. So one-on-one coaching, 6 months, just the best of the best. Because if I do something, I just want it to be perfect.
Yeah, and to commit fully to it.
Commit fully.
Yeah.
But you need to know, back in the days, like I had 3 jobs, like harbor, barbering, and influencing. And when I started with that course, I said to myself, okay, if I want to go all in on this, I need to stop something.
Stop yourself here.
So I throw myself immediately into the deep. And
what did you quit?
The harbor. So my main job.
Yeah.
So I went fully on myself because
more freedom.
That's all what I wanted.
Yeah.
So then
or you could just cut hair to invest in your act.
Yeah, exactly. I was because also, like, from Love Island, when the program was done there, like I had in my mind, okay, let's take my barber gear with me. People will see that I'm cutting the boys their hair. And immediately, if I came back from that program, it was also live. Like, it's live, you know.
Yeah.
So when you come back, you get your phone back. People see the last episode of that TV show, and then you get your phone back. So everything was exploding. Like you get like a lot of followers, you get like a lot of DMs. It was crazy at that time. So, and immediately also people ask me, can I come and cut my hair? So I had also a guy that came from Rotterdam, especially to Austin, to cut his hair. So you need to imagine.
What the
that's also, but that was one time, but straight after that program. So
because were you not thinking, because with e-com that's completely different than being like an influencer.
Yeah.
So did you not think, if I'm gonna go for e-com, I lose a chance with my influencing? Or
I knew for myself, okay, I had collaborations, you know, like with already big brands, and I already knew, okay, it's going good, it's going fine, but to going so much bigger in this, I need to do like a lot, because if you want to make nice content, you need to travel. That's also the first thing.
Yeah, and good content costs money.
Good content.
You cannot sit in your house and make sick pictures.
I cannot do that with my iPhone, you know.
No.
So if you have like very big influencer, I was just checking to them, okay, how they do things, but they having like studios, a team, a content team. So I couldn't do that. So I was just thinking, okay, if I want to do this, I really need to invest a lot in this, but is it worth it, you know? And I wanted something for myself, just something that I was sure that the money was recurring every month, because with influencing, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know, because that month you will have like a collaboration with JD Sports, the other month nothing, and they only come up with special events like for Christmas, New Year, maybe Valentine, you know, with special days in the year. Then they do like very nice and big collaborations.
So I want to dive into, okay, you find e-com, you invest in the coaching, you are fully locked in. What happens?
I was waking up early, 6 a.m. in the morning, just to work on my business. Doing that for 3 months. In the first 3 months, I didn't saw any good results, to be honest. Like, I was learning, testing. Like, I was testing as well different niches. I was not focused on one niche.
General dropshipping?
Yeah, general. Yeah. I was not finding any success in it. So then I saw on the ad library, because you start to understand things. So you see a lot fashion. But my coach back in the day said, I wouldn't do fashion, this and that, you know. But I said, let me try it.
Yeah.
Tested my first product, fashion, and I immediately saw sales coming in.
Yeah, nice.
So then I just went all in on fashion. Then I got my first 1K day. After that, 30K month, 50K months, 55K months, and then 100, 120, 130, and so on.
Really? So this was all in still the first year?
Yeah,
you
still the
started?
first year. Like after 3 months, I saw my first results, and then it started to grow.
How did it feel for you when you did those first 50K, 60K, 70? That's the start. It feels special, right?
It feels special, bro. Like when I saw my first sale coming in as well, I can remember this, that I said to myself, fuck, this is gonna make me, I want to be a millionaire with this, you know, I want to become a millionaire with this. So
And you keep dreaming bigger.
I keep dreaming bigger. And
where were you selling?
I started in the Netherlands and Belgium. So yeah, I got my first success there. And yeah, from there on, it went very good.
Yeah, so you did your first 6-figure month as well. This was all same store, same
products, same store, same products, fashion, and yeah.
Yeah. So how was it back then? Because how long ago is this? Like 2 years ago, or?
Yeah, now 3 years ago I started. Like I was starting this period 3 years ago.
And like really general store, or?
No, I switched when I saw fashion was working well for me. I switched over my store to fashion store.
Yeah.
So then I went all in on fashion.
You made it a bit more branded.
Yeah, just like a fashion branded store,
Like if you have to explain to people, like what made the change? Was it just you starting with selling fashion that allowed you to do good numbers, or did you also change your strategy compared to, you said the first 3 months where you didn't do too much?
Yeah, in the first 3 months I was like selling like kitchen gear and things like that, but that didn't work out that good for me because what the thing is with that is it's really important that you have nice videos. So it's really time consuming in the beginning, and of course you don't have a clue what you are doing.
Yeah.
Like I didn't had like any strategy. Okay, how can you make a good video, or how can you make good ads? No, it was just like taking everything from the competitor and that's it. But then when I switched to fashion, I just switched. Instead of testing like general products, I started testing just 5 fashion products.
Yeah.
And back in the days, I was still testing ABOs. So yeah, €5 on one on one ad, you know, and yeah, it was like that. But
but it's the hustle phase.
Yeah,
just try and see what works.
It was the strategy that I got from that coaching program. So it was a good first step. Learned a lot.
Like, what would you say to beginners that are maybe now at zero, struggling a bit, and to go to like this 100K month? Like, maybe what were some of your lessons from back then, or maybe what do you now tell people? You know,
one thing that I just would give as advice is focused on a niche, like fashion or general, like you have kitchen gear and things like that. So I would say focus on one niche, because if you focus on one niche, you can make your store more branded. You can give it like a more branded approach. What's really important, because if people come on your website and they see like all different kind of products, they will not believe you are real, right?
Yeah.
So that's really important.
You need to build trust.
You need to build trust, and also stick to one strategy. Listen just to if you have coaching, just listen to your coach, what he's saying, because for some people it takes a little bit longer than for the others. That's just normal. That's just general dropshipping. But as long as you stick to the plan and you just do what you need to do, you will get success 100%.
So you go to like 120K a month?
Yeah, 130K was the highest month back then.
And what happened afterwards? You have a little dip again, or?
Now the story need to begin.
Okay.
So when I started like making money like that, we decided to move to Marbella together with my girlfriend, because I always dreamed of living there and traveling. So we moved into Marbella, and when I was in Marbella, like the first 2 to 3 months went just very good. But what happened then was I got a hold. So my Klarna was kicked out because I was doing general dropshipping with Klarna in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
What was the biggest mistake ever, because that's not needed there. Like if you do general fashion dropshipping with Klarna. And I also didn't have the backend team, because they give me as advice, I better take agency, so you don't need to do that. So I gave my store to an agency, but it was one chaos. Yeah.
One mess.
It was one
Very
mess.
amateur.
I couldn't even fix it myself because the dispute rate was too high. So a lot of my money came on hold, and I also needed to do refunds, right? And I was in Marbella paying rent because I was in high season,
Living the life.
living the life.
For dinner.
Yeah, but I need to say, like, during the week I was always working, but in the weekends I was like, okay, let's do a beach club, let's go out for dinner. So living the life, right? And sometimes during the week, if a friend or something was there, yeah, just going to eat something. But when that happens, yeah, I said to myself, okay, what now, you know, because you don't have like any more income. The only thing I had was my store. But besides that, I was still doing like a little bit influencing. Just to make sure. That was in my mind, okay, now I'm going to stop with my barber, move to Marbella, but let me keep the influencing for some time. So I had a little income of that. But yeah, that was not enough to live in Marbella because Marbella is expensive. And if you like the finer things in life, then you need to earn like.
You're not gonna make it.
You're not gonna
under 10K.
No.
You need more.
Yeah, I think you need like, if you want to live in Marbella, I would say like 10 to 20K more minimum.
Yeah,
you need
to do it good.
To do it good. To just.
I believe in general, because it's funny to me when I was still living with my mom.
Yeah.
And then I saw a video of a guy like, okay, when you make 10K a month, then you can just live the dream life. And I was like, 10K, that's a lot of play. You can, because where I'm from, people don't make that money, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
But now, when I'm thinking 10K a month, I can barely pay the spent house from that, you know?
I understand. Yeah, for me, it was also like that. Like, if I earn 10K a month, that will not be possible, to be honest, because you also change your lifestyle, right?
Yeah, the hardest thing is when you get used to it, you get a taste of it, and then you have to take a step back.
Exactly.
That's difficult.
Exactly. So, then I said to myself, okay, what now? You know, I didn't have any guidance anymore because the coaching was done. I just had some friends, some still contact with my coach. But they said, yeah, just keep on testing again and put Klarna off because you can just do revenue with only Contact and Ideal and things like that. So I was trying, but if your pixel is so optimized on Klarna as well, if you start to do it without Klarna, then you won't get the same results because everything is data. So nothing would work anymore. And then back then also I got like a check on my domain name. So my store was kicked out at that time for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It was just a general check of main domain.nl.
Yeah, okay.
They get my store offline for 2 weeks to see that I'm real. So all my momentum gone.
Yeah.
Payment processing fucked. So yeah, then I got my domain back, but it was really stressful at that time, you know, because you come from at that time, like I was doing 5 to 7K a day, but then to nothing. And I was just thinking, okay, if this doesn't pick up, what I'm going to do, because I'm here and I need to live, you know? So, but I had money at the bank, of course, like savings, but yeah, a lot of money was on hold as well. And I needed to do refunds. So I said to myself, fuck it. I need to go fully focus again on it. And just start working again. So I was trying, testing, and nothing could work anymore. So then I was like, fuck. A lot of money is going out, and nothing wants to work again. So what I'm gonna do now? So I'm tried like different kind of things. Then I started to try with funnelish on my store, but that also didn't work out in a good way. And then I was like, the summer was almost over because it was almost September then. And then I said to myself, I think it's better to go home and to fully focus again because I can't spend a lot of money anymore, you know. I just want to take the right decision. And also my relation got really fucked up there because something happened like that. The only thing that I wanted was saving the business.
Yeah.
And also my girlfriend back then, she wanted to do things what I really understand, you know.
Yeah.
But I was so focused on my job, like on my business, that I didn't want to do something, you know. I was so frustrating, and thinking, okay, how am I gonna make it work again? And just a lot of frustrations at that time as well.
So what was the solution?
Where
did it start picking up again?
Yeah, then we came back to the Netherlands and Belgium. We broke also up with each other at that time. And then a bit later, we joined Millionaire Commerce. And then, when I started with Millionaire Commerce, it was also together with my girlfriend back then, because after Marbella, we got out of each other. Then we came back together because you have some time to breathe and to give things a place. So we came back together, and we said to each other, okay, what are we gonna do now? What are the next steps? And then we decided to join Millionaire Commerce.
Yeah.
So we joined Millionaire Commerce.
How did that decision come about? Because you knew, okay, I need guidance.
I needed guidance, and I was following you and your brother at that time. That was the first time that I saw you and your brother I started to follow you guys. That was in the summer there in June back then. So I started to follow you and your brother, and I saw you are sharing a lot of nice results. I was thinking, okay, should I start there? Should I start there? And then at that time I said, let's do it, fuck it. And then we started with your program. And also my girlfriend back then, she also started with ecom. So she also started General George. So we did it like a type of together, but and it was just like that. So we started your program, and the first months were also like, okay, new markets, testing. But you need to know, back then, nobody told me stop your store, start a new store, and then you will see you get much faster your momentum back. I was only testing on the same store in the same market, so nobody was telling me something like that. So, and then I came into your program, and they told me, you need to start in this market in Switzerland.
A completely new store.
Yeah, a completely new store, and starting testing there. And in the first months also okay, didn't saw any fast success, but after a period, I got my momentum back. I was testing, and then everything went up again.
So what were the numbers you were able to see within Millionaire Commerce?
When I started to get momentum, I was doing between 7 and 10K a day.
Nice.
Yeah, that was my first momentum.
Yeah. It's good. It was a good bounce back.
Yeah, it was very good, because I had not a very long, but a long low, So it was since August wait, let me check. July, it all happened. Testing, seeing not any of kind of results. Then also, when I joined Millionaire Commerce, it was October, I think the end of October. So the first month also not seeing any good results. And then after that, everything skyrocketed.
Because what did you do together with your coach in order to go back to those numbers? You said a new store, a new market as well?
Yeah, a new store, new market as well. But I didn't, because I did it with my girlfriend together back then, I didn't had the one-on-one coaching. It was more for her store. So I had my store on site, but I could join the calls because I can take value out of it as well. So, and also the Q&A calls, of course, because there you learn a lot. Like Dennis was telling about his journey, you have you, and you learn a lot of these guys, So for me, that was enough. Okay, seeing my girlfriend back then doing her thing. And I just followed also the path, what the coach said, what was being said at the Q&A calls. And I just followed the plan, and just did what everybody was talking, just testing CBOs, 50 budget. That was also a new strategy for me because I was not doing that. And they just also said the biggest tip that I got was go into markets where there are not a lot of people. And
that's what you want, find a bit of a blue ocean.
I just tapped into a market that was a little bit like a kind of blue ocean. And then everything popped off again. So
So did you, was it always like that? Like you had your girlfriend and it was not yourself fully within the coaching, or later on, or?
No, how that goes was like I was always doing general drop shipping, but she wanted to do it as well because she also wanted to do e-com. So we decided like to join Millionaire Commerce together. And yeah, I had my own store, she had her own store, and it was just like that. But yeah, after that time, of course, if you come back together, things change, you know, it's not the same anymore. So after that we broke up again. So then was just she did her thing, I did.
So what would you say to guys, like, can you be successful in e-com with a girlfriend, not a girlfriend, or?
Well, my advice is better to do things separate from each other. Yeah, 100%. Because if you are it's just my opinion.
Your experience.
Yeah, my experience and my opinion. Don't do business with your girlfriend, bro. Just take care of her if you have one, but don't do business with her. That's my biggest advice. Because yeah, if things don't work out, bro, you get so frustrated at each other sometimes, or
the stress.
It's sometimes stress. Yeah, it's stressing.
Messes up the relationship.
Yeah, it messes up the relationship a lot.
When did really you feel like now my life was really changed?
The summer or something, or after that summer,
Yeah.
my life started to completely change. Like, yeah, because also when that moment came, of course, like when I started doing very good revenue, I got also asked to become a coach. So when this started, bro, I think this is another kind of level of mentorship, you know. Only with becoming a coach by Millionaire Commerce,
You learn a lot.
You learn so much. You see how a big business is structured, right? So you can all implement all those things into your own business as well.
Yeah.
Plus all the people around you, the coaches, are doing like crazy revenues, right? So that's when
you come into a rocket ship, and the network, you're surrounded with others that are killing it, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
your friend group changed,
bro, because I was always alone, you know. When I did ecom, I didn't have like any group where I was with, where I can talk about ecom all the time. So yeah, my whole friend group changed, like, and now, yeah, we just have a friend group, and it's beautiful, you know. It's like, for me, this means the world to me. Like, yeah, I'm very grateful for that. Let's say it like that.
Yeah, because this changes your life.
Yeah, this already changed my life. Like, just the friends, the people around,
and that's the beauty. And I see this with so many who go through the program of Millionaire Commerce. Their whole surroundings change. You know, with Dennis, he even is now he has a wife and kids. You know, exactly. All from the program. To me, it's crazy. And how can you win all by yourself without having people give you input or new ideas or new strategies? You need to be in the midst of it. Yeah, no, I think a lot of my success because I have fostered good relationships with the right people and the best people who are most killing it in e-com. For example, in the Netherlands, I know all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Many of them are my friends, you know, and it makes things so simple.
Yeah, exactly. And you can always ask your questions if you have something. And I swear, my life, when I started by Millionaire Commerce, I think a new life opened for me, like from the beginning. Even if I saw it in the beginning, even if I didn't saw it in the beginning, but you just need to have patience, you know, because God have a plan for everybody. And I always manifested that so hard, like having like a group of friends that are doing the same, and that you can do like very nice things together, like in the future, like if you have like a successful business, if you are doing good, and everything turn out in this.
Because what are right now like your goals, or why are you working towards? Like your record day so far has been
34K in a day.
Wow.
Yeah, 34K is the highest day that I did, and the highest month. And the highest month.
Well, don't do that much in Belgium.
No, bro, if I talk in Belgium about e-commerce, they ask you, okay, what is this? What is it? Bro, they don't have a clue.
Even
they don't have a clue about it, you know. So
it's really there. Belgium is closed off,
bro. It's you can't you can't compare it to the Netherlands. It's really different, and I like to be in the Netherlands. Like, also now I'm 2 months in Amsterdam. I really enjoying my time. Like the people, everything is different, bro.
And it's underrated to grow.
Exactly.
Because here you can be so focused.
Yeah, and also the people here, like a lot of entrepreneurs as well.
Yeah.
You know, I met a lot of new people here, and yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm very happy.
So 34K in a day, and it's your best day so far.
Best day so
best month.
Best month was like 520K, something like that.
$500,000.
Yeah, it's $500,000. But the goal is still to reach that million, you know.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's big.
Yeah, that's the milestone that I really want to hit. So, but yeah, like last 3 to 4 months did also well over $1 million in revenue. So very happy and grateful with that as well. So yeah, it's on to more, you know.
But it's crazy when you look back, right?
Yes. My life completely changed.
Working in the harbor, cutting hairs, then do $500,000 in a month.
Yeah, exactly. That's it's really literally it's just life changing. But since I was a kid, I was already like a big believer, you know, and I had always very big dreams since I was a kid. So, but I just didn't have a clue how.
Yeah.
But if you are just manifesting everything, something will come on your path 100%.
Yeah, you need to believe.
You need to believe.
It doesn't even matter the way to.
Yeah, exactly.
I have many big dreams. I don't know how I will do it, but I will do it.
Yes.
Belief is above everything, you know?
Exactly. So, but yeah, all the things that made me to who I am today, like, I'm very grateful for it. Like from doing my barber education to going to Love Island to having a relationship with someone of the Netherlands.
You've lived now a couple different lives.
Yeah, just like I'm very grateful for everything what happened in my life, and it just lead me to who I am today. And yeah, it's just a life game, you know.
And also, I think also it's a good example. I don't know, maybe it's in a weird way, but people they judge about when you go on a Love Island or Ex on the Beach. They say it's people they're not the smartest, all right.
Yeah.
But now you've been there, and now you're doing like $500,000 a month.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So in that way, it's also.
But yeah.
Or don't you think? Am I right with that?
Yeah, well, sure. Like, bro, in school I was not book smart at all. Like, I hated to go to school, but I got my degree in school.
Yeah.
But after that, I was thinking like, that's not something I want to do, you know. So that's why I was thinking different. Okay, how am I going to do this?
Yeah.
And then all things like that came on my path, you know. And yeah, it's just part of it. And also what you say about the TV program. Of course, everybody is going to judge you, and everybody's talking shit about you or the things that you do. Like, I was going like every weekend to the Netherlands, and I was a lot in the Netherlands. People say you are crazy. I said no, because I like it, you know. I'm like I got into another environment. I see people moving different. But yeah, if you always stay in your same city or country, you will not see what's possible in life, you know. And I like to experience things, you know.
That's how you grow.
Yeah, exactly. So
travel, new people, new friends, new energy, new ideas, you know.
Exactly.
Sometimes just a 1 week or 2 week trip can change a whole year just because you open your mind, new idea. That's why before we were talking, I know I need to go on like a holiday.
Yeah,
not even for myself, just to enjoy, but really just to
see things different.
Yeah, see the clarity.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
Because if you're working all day, it's good, but sometimes you lose a bit sight of the big picture.
Yeah, exactly. And I have also like a lot of guys from Belgium that are coming to me like, yeah, what you are doing now, it's nice and great. And bro, if you are like in Belgium and you want to grow, just leave as soon as possible when you start to make money. Bro, that's the biggest tip that I can give, like,
really?
Because that literally changed my life. And
I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah, it's bad, bro. It's bad. It's really like, especially in at the cities where I come from, like no big thinkers at all. You have like some sales guys, some fitness coaches that are doing great, but they are also located on the same place. They cannot move in a different way, you know. So to be honest, I don't even know like a lot of entrepreneurs in Belgium that doing e-com. I know some of them, but
I don't know.
I don't.
I don't know big guys at all.
No, so
And I don't know why. It's
I want to become one.
yeah. Now you have to be the biggest.
Yeah, I want to become the biggest. Yeah, so that's also something that's on my.
So just to circle back a bit to the millionaire commerce, what is your overall like experience about millionaire commerce as a whole, as a coaching? Like what can you say about it?
If you really want to start with e-com, like you have other programs, okay, to start it. Maybe it's less that you need to pay to start the program, but you need to think like, what do you want? Do you want immediately skyrocket your business, or do you want to struggle all the time and facing a lot of issues and then come to millionaire commerce, need to make a new investment? So it's just the best that you
shortcuts.
Just make a shortcut and okay, invest in yourself. Just take the good coaching, and you will see it have so much more benefits. You heard it a lot, you know.
What I see that people get wrong is they think, let me just start myself. Okay, good, you can try, but it's not just okay getting a few orders and scaling it up.
No, it's much more.
If you can do that, and if you are doing it right, okay, you go to 10, 20, 30K, 50K a month, whatever. But you will go down if your whole backend is fucked, no good product delivery, you have no structure, then what then? Then
exactly.
You have to work backwards again, you know? Because in the end, you're building a real business. And so what's next? It's now end of the year. Like what's your goal or plan for 2026?
2026, so I'm still doing general. Like I have like 1 or 2 stores that are currently running. Doing between 10 to 20K a day now. But yeah, the next step is really starting a branded store.
Yeah.
So I already started with it. The first sales is also coming in, so that's a good sign. And yeah, if I see, okay, this is going good, if I start to see this is going really good, then I will drop my general dropshipping stores and go fully into branded. So that's the goal for 2026, going fully into branded, general branded then. And then if everything goes very smooth and good, then turning it over into real brand. That's the goal. And also, the milestone is still the 1 million month. So I want to achieve this one as soon as possible. And from there on also, just involving myself, become a better person as well. Like just keep pushing myself.
You change a lot in a short time as entrepreneur, especially within our program, right? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Everything changes.
Yeah, everything changed. I can remember it very good. Like this, the first time when I saw all you guys, you know, I was a little bit, you know,
nervous,
a little bit shy, you know, because you are with such a big group, really big entrepreneurs. So you come into that group and you say, okay, life is so much bigger, you know. But then you get used to it. Like it's just normal. I think you get a little bit nervous if you come into a new group of people, and you just need to you just need to focus on growth and learning from things, and that's what I'm doing all the time, and investing a lot in myself. Like just being in a good shape always, going to the gym, eating healthy, and be the best version of myself in 2026 for sure.
So what I think is a good idea, because of course you have big goals. So 1 million month is still on there for sure. When that gets hit, we have to do another interview.
Yeah, sure.
But you're now also because you're a part with Millionaire Commerce of the team, also now gonna show your face here on this channel more, right?
Exactly.
So talking also about this, I think people want to also get like a dive into your life, your routine. How does a life look like of you who is now doing like 500,000 a month, you know?
Exactly.
I think that would be sick.
Exactly. That's also on my goals, like for 2026, starting my personal brand. That's 100% with Millionaire Commerce, and showing what's possible, because I know I can inspire like a lot of people as well.
Mm.
So that's also on my one of my goals in 2026, that I really want to help people, inspiring people. What's all possible, because when I look to myself, I was always checking for someone that did it, you know, back in the days when I was young, and I want to be an example for these people as well.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, and
Good interview.
thanks, bro.
Yes,
It was yeah. Thanks for having me.
for sure.
100%.
So guys, you've saw it, you've heard the story of Gianni. So really sick and inspiring, of course, also hearing where he started and also the struggles, ups and downs he went through. Look, if you want to be like Gianni or sit here next, or even better, you can even get coached by Gianni, right?
Exactly.
So
exactly.
how sick is that, right? And you've seen or you've heard how he has transformed life of his clients, himself, and what we do with Millionaire Commerce is really, it's special, you know, it's a gift. It's not just you will start to make money, yes, of course, but your life will change, your network will change, how you are as a person, you will evolve so much. So if you are ready to level up or to be coached by Gianni or by me, just click the link below, be a link somewhere, and we'll see you soon. So with that said, subscribe to the channel, like the interview, and soon we'll do like a 2.0 or something.
Yeah, for sure. Something really crazy.
Yeah. You'll see. See you guys. Ciao.